Hello, everybody. How's it going? Good morning. Do I have a show for you today? You may notice we're not in the kitchen cooking, and that is just scuffed cooking in a nutshell. Because I tried to set up cooking for about 30 minutes this morning, and I just couldn't get my camera system to work. So we're cooking from the studio, which is just 2 rooms over. However, I have a lot of stuff. I forgot to grab extra sugar. That's gonna be fun in the future. But it might get a little messy, and this carpet that I'm over is a pain to clean. So hopefully these cookies are really good, because otherwise this would suck. Um, don't got any music for y'all, unfortunately. I didn't want to get copyrighted. I got yeah, they got me last night. I think that Alan Wake song or whatever, but but yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Today we're making oatmeal raisin cookies, and I'm making buffalo dip separately, not the same time. I am making them at the same time. I'm gonna make the cookies first. I'm kind of a cookie professional, and then we're gonna go into the buffalo dip, and that'll be my dinner for the next like 2 or 3 days. Um, but yeah, I don't know whether to jump right in on it or just chill. But as you can see, we got all the ingredients here. I'm a little low on normal sugar, but it is what it is. We got our sticks of butter. This is the only thing I'm gonna have to leave y'all for, because I'm going to have to go melt these sticks of butter. They want softened butter. Um, However, I just melt them in my measuring cup, and this is where I combine all my liquids usually in my cookie recipes. I just throw the 2 sticks of butter in here. I microwave it. I throw my eggs and my sugar usually, and I just whisk that all together. And typically it fits. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get started on making some cookies. Welcome to Scuffed Cooking. Welcome to Scuffed Cooking. I didn't even get a cup of coffee this morning, man. I woke up at like 9 o'clock and was like, okay, I gotta get this stuff ready. I said I was gonna start streaming the second I started. The second I woke up, I was gonna go to Scuffed Cooking. And also, return of the table that you may have last seen me using, trying to fix Sour Fang, he's still quite broken. The arm did not get fixed. Actually, didn't. I think both his arms broke off, right? Maybe something broke off. I feel like I didn't actually. I actually fixed something. Okay. I don't have actually. Oh, I do have a trash bag. I did some cleaning, guys. Me cleaning stuff? I know, crazy. Um, but down there, buddy. Get down there. That trash is scaring me. It's starting to try to fall. We'll go ahead and do the dry ingredients just so I can get those out of the way. I don't have a lot. I don't know where half my measuring cups went. You go on hiatus of baking for a few months, and then like all of a sudden, stuff just starts going missing. The flour is always so scary because the way this thing is packaged makes it feel like you're gonna like blow it out. Also, I was only gonna stream on Twitch this morning, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have brought a rag. I recently washed all this stuff, so it's all a bit wet. I already have flour, dude. Oh my god. How many cups of flour do I need? 2 cups. I can't be crazy, guys. I got a carpet I gotta worry about. A little extra is not gonna hurt anybody. It's gonna drive me crazy though. Yeah. Away from the edge. I don't care if you get on my apron, but I can't have you get on my floor. So we're needing 2 cups of flour. Right now we're building the Yo, what up, Stick? How you doing, brother? Okay. That's the flour. Nice, easy. Very little mess, though we did make a mess. Thankfully now this is the scariest part, I feel like. I don't think I'm gonna mess up anything else. We're gonna move the flour out of the way. I need to do my baking soda and baking powder. Now they say 1 teaspoon. Pretty sure this is the teaspoon. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I gotta get in here. We're actually going through. I actually bought this at the beginning of the year. Yeah. I'm making a dent in the baking soda. What am I cooking? I am making oatmeal raisin cookies. Currently, I've got other stuff I will be making, but I'm not to that yet. Okay, and we need some salt. It says kosher salt. I'm just using table salt, man. Okay, that's our dry, easy peasy bacon cookies. Not that sophisticated, really. Really, when it comes down to it, they're one of the easiest things that you could start baking with. Um, my oven's preheated. It's supposed to be 350. Okay, that's all whisked together. I have to go throw these butter in the microwave. I'm gonna go throw it in, and I'll come back and I'll entertain y'all for like the minute it needs to cook. Alex, I'll be back shortly. Oh, yeah. I hope this is the right kind of oatmeal. All it mentioned, by the way, I've tried Dr. Pepper. Hey, that's the beauty of the world. We can all have our own opinions. I could sit here and ridicule you and say you have terrible taste, but instead I'm gonna be like, it's not for everybody. Everybody has different taste. Everybody has different taste. But hey, I'm glad you experienced it. Hopefully, at least it was a fun experience. Um, yeah, I'm a Dr. Pepper guy, not so much a Coke guy. Um, I'll probably have to go with that butter in for another minute. Truth be told, I don't think it's gonna finish in that first minute. Um, but let's see. So it wanted me to. Okay, so we did the dry. I need to do the wet. Also, for anybody that cares, I do have the recipe there. Um, in fact, I'll just leave it on here, and then you can go up on ball mouse. There we go. Y'all can look at the recipe in that one I had. Oh, that's good stick. I'm back, by the way. Back. I can't do my hotkeys. I have to do the camera. Okay. Time to get the liquids. So this is where it's gonna get a little funky. My butter's there. Oh shoot! Did I bring out the vanilla? I did not bring out the vanilla. It wants vanilla. How many eggs do we need? We need 2 large eggs. Okay, getting egg in my carpet is not on my to-do list, guys. Okay. These are medium white eggs. Yeah. It's fine. You don't like the 23 specific flavors that are in the Dr. Pepper? Oh well, these eggs, dude, just I'm pretty sure I just lobbed a piece of eggshell in that butter. I'm about to go Hulk on these eggs, guys. I'm about to Hulk out. Now, I need 2 large eggs. I'm just gonna hope that 3 mediums is equivalent. Come out. Come out. It broke in it what do I do with that? It just I have an eggshell stuck to my hand. Get off. Okay, I'm gonna have to rip this open. Dude, this is so scuffed. I mean, hey, I'm staying true to my show's name. Dude, I'm peeling the shell off the freaking membrane. We're just not getting yolk. We're just no yolking. We're no yolking it. And I got eggshell on my carpet. Ah! Is there eggshell? I think there was eggshell in my somehow into my sleeve of my apron. I've been good, Stick. I've been good. Um, the eggs immediately drop to the bottom. I'm gonna hope that's enough eggs. We need a. Okay, so I need to start with the regular sugar first because we need a cup of each. However, as you can tell, or you might not be able to tell, I can tell, I don't have a lot of sugar. Sugar. Okay, sugar's out. Now I need the brown sugar. The brown sugar. I love brown sugar, man. Brown sugar's so nice. Okay. Now the beauty of this method. Now I'll just combine it all in here. After I break down these lumps of brown sugar, dude. Oh, dude, what the heck? Sorry, guys, I got a focus mode. I'm trying not to spill any of this. I guess the butter wasn't hot enough. It's not, dude. There's a block of brown sugar here. There we go. I got it. Nice. My hands are nice and sticky. Um, but I think that's good enough. I'm just gonna combine this in. All the sugar settled to the bottom. It did not mix very well. I should have cooked the butter for a little longer, but truth be told, I think it'll be fine. Okay. Bit messy. But now we get to mix the egg and flour mixture. I gotta be careful, because this is also when I can throw flour out on my table. And typically I do. Too many eggs for that pot? Nah, it's good. Yeah, we are good. I gotta work and make sure there's no flour in this bowl. Okay. We got some lumps of brown sugar, but honestly, I think those are just gonna be some nice little surprises. Um, I'm actually happy no sugar got anywhere. Okay. So, stir in the flour, mix till the cream mixture is no longer visible. Yep. Okay, now add the oats and raisins. How many cups? We need 3 cups. Where's my knife? It's no karambit, but it'll work. Okay. I need 3 cups of oats, guys. Okay, we cannot do this over here. It's fine if it spills on the table because I can just scoop it off. It's oatmeal. It is just oatmeal, everybody. I mean, it's none of this. This is the most inaccurate. Like, how are you supposed to measure this stuff, man? How? I mean, honestly, I probably should use that and just measured it out first, and then Knowing about it? I mean, that's 1 cup. Okay, that's 1 cup. That's probably good enough. How many cups are in here? There's 6 cups. Now there is 6 cups. Easy. Easy, guys. Easy. Okay. Now the raisins, we need 1.5 cups. See, these are easy. How did I tear this in a way that I can't get? It would not be scuffed cooking if I didn't struggle with something. However, I'm technical, you know, guys. I'm technically sound. Do I want to stick this in here? No, it has sugar on it. Wait, this is gonna take forever. They're all, hold on. We gotta do a little jostling. They're all kind of stuck together as raisins are wont to do. Okay. Honestly, I'm like trying to get them unstuck, but I feel like I'm just squishing them together. However, look at the pile that I have in this bowl, dude. This is crazy. Oh my lord. Okay, I think that's enough raisins. I hope that's enough raisins. I mean, I almost emptied that bag. Okay. I hope I didn't spray that all everywhere. Whew, I tell you what, this is a workout and a half, man. This stuff is thick. Okay. I think we're fully incorporated. I am. Have I tried this recipe before? No. That's what makes it fun. Okay. Well, this is our dough. It looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I will test it, you know, with the raw eggs and everything. Post, post getting the cookies made. Um, I don't have a rag. All I have is Domino's napkins. Um, you may be wondering why'd you say that, but I washed this pan before I brought it in here this morning just to make sure it was clean. It's got water on it. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get to cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna go some pretty sizable cookies. We're gonna make some pretty thick cookies. At least for the first batch. I wanna see if I can fit rows of 3 on here. Definitely doable. I have no idea how this oatmeal is gonna go. If I'm being honest, I'm very skeptical in the oatmeal actually coming out good. Um, but that's why I'm interested to try it. Because food's about having fun, guys. But these are some. This is the thickest dough I think I've ever had to work with, and it is thick. It's looking like okay. Well, we went through. I mean, this recipe says it yields 36 cookies. On this tray, we have 12. So, I mean, that looks to be about right. I'm gonna throw these in the oven. They have to bake for 11 to 13 minutes. So, while that's going on, I'm gonna bring another tray in here. We're gonna make another tray of cookies, and I need this bowl for my buffalo dip. So, things could get a little funky, but that's where the fun begins. I'm gonna go ahead and take the eggs back as well. I'll be right back, everybody. Are they gonna bake so quickly? Yeah, they're gonna bake pretty good. I mean, that's the typical time my cookies cook for. It's funny that most cookies I bake use the same kind of base. They don't really differentiate that much. Um, it's like that flour, like those ratios. If you learn, you could just randomly make all your cookies. I feel like. I didn't set a timer, guys. I just threw those in the oven. Okay, guys. Now the timer's set. They're good now. Okay. Now I'm just gonna keep on dolloping these out. Stay in your own lane, boy. There we go. Got a little bit of dough left. Enough that I'm gonna, I guess, make up my small little batch. Um, could throw these in. And nah, I'll just put them aside. Um, I don't need any of these measuring cups for what we're about to do. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the setup, guys. I'm gonna start working all the buffalo dip stuff into here. All that also bakes. The buffalo dip is really gonna be simple, super simple. Very simple recipe, not a very complex one at all in the slightest. Um, so we're really just gonna be waiting on stuff to bake. Truth be told. Uh huh. figured um I just grab all my electronics. I didn't grab any of the buffalo. As I got that one go. Yeah, I'm a one grocery trip kind of guy. I make one trip and that's it. Okay. I'm gonna get the stuff now. I just love when my chicken's steaming. That came out of a crock pot, not even like something that I've been like cooking. Okay. So, I grabbed half the chicken that I needed. I'm gonna try to make 2 batches. Um, oh, I'm so glad. So sometimes the chicken doesn't want to crush. This is my version of shredding it. I don't do the fork method. I just grab a meat pounder and I just kind of go to town on it. This has been in the crock pot all night. I set it to low. Sometimes I go on high. It just depends on how fast you want them to shred. Um, Buffalo dip is not a complex recipe. Honestly, it's very easy. There's a reason a bunch of kids bring it to their get-togethers. This bowl's not the one I wanted, but it's doing the job pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So buffalo dip is really just like it is a dip. It is as simple as it says it is. I'm the only one eating this, so if you're like, oh, he's using his hands, I'm the only one eating this, guys. Don't worry, I'm not poisoning anybody. There's a reason I'm a big man. It's because I make a bunch of food and I have to be the only one to eat it. Yeah, I am super glad I split the chicken. There's no way this was gonna work otherwise. I don't mind chunks in my chicken, so perfect. Nice, smoky, clean, shredded. Now it's time for me to grab all the other stuff, and I'm going to take the other cookies in there with me. And I'll be right back. I'll be right back with all the buffalo dip stuff. So, I won't lie to y'all. I took a peek at the cookies. They're not finishing in 11 minutes. Mine are a bit bigger than I think they expected to me make them. They will be cooking for a bit. I do need to go get a pair of scissors for the cream cheese. I know, funny sentence. But that's the only way I'm going to be able to kind of break it up without getting my hands messy. Okay. So I set the timer for another 5 minutes on the oven. They're gonna have to that stuff is gonna have to cook for a bit. Um, Welcome to Scuffed Cooking, where nothing goes to plan, truly, except for this buffalo dip, which is gonna be like the easiest thing I've ever made. That should be fine. Yum yum yum. Okay. Didn't bring anything to mix it with. Oh, my emergency fork. I want it as orange as I can get it, which honestly means I should probably put more, but I don't know if I have more buffalo sauce. Probably do, but better safer than sorry. Worst comes to worst, you can retroactively add hot sauce. Not nothing crazy. Okay. Um, we'll do some ranch. Ah, there we go. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really measure my buffalo dip stuff, guys. I just feel it from the heart, you know? So, sometimes my proportions are a little wonky. But like I said, this dip is something you can retroactively do. Um, the main gimmicks are making sure the cream cheese and the normal cheese are good, because those are the kind of harder things to fix. Also, I see a spike in YouTube. That's crazy. I don't know if anybody's watching on YouTube. Okay. We got 2 packs of cream cheese. Typically, what I would do is I would get one pan and I would throw both these blocks in there. However, I'm splitting these up, so I'm trying to be creative about my method of working through. I'm gonna take a peek at the oven timer. Got a minute 30. I'm not gonna start the cream cheese thing just yet. I'm gonna clear some space because honestly, if I want to put these on, I probably need a towel. Oh, I called y'all out and y'all left. Hilarious. Okay. Don't want to push anything off, but I need a landing zone for the cookies. Okay. I'm going to check on them. If they're good, I will get them. Okay, so the cookies may have been a bit too big. They may have combined into one super cookie, and so it's taking them a little longer to cook than I would expect. Um, um, we're in for a treat, guys. Or I'm in for. I mean, I guess you can also enjoy it too. I put them in for another 3 minutes. They're looking good. Okay, I'm not saying they're looking bad. It's just maybe someone made the cookies a bit too big and didn't give them enough space in between. Um, so yeah, it's about to get real interesting. Um, I don't want to start the cream cheese because I don't know how long it's gonna take me. So we're just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna stare at the chat until somebody says something. So um, you can make this less awkward by saying something. Like did y'all see any games at the Game Awards that piqued y'all's interest? I know I had quite a few games that piqued my interest. Um, honestly, while we yap about it, I can open my Steam because I got this trackball mouse where I don't have to move stuff around. Let's see if they added Divinity to the list of games. Um, they have not. There's a Pragmata demo, which I forgot about. Dude, this is crazy. They've yet to add Divinity or the Star Wars game. None of these are on here. Like the ones I want to wish list, like really, really bad, besides the Total Warhammer 40k, man, it's crazy. By the way, that short hit 2.5 thousand views. You finally sold your Xbox? Well, hey, good on you. I I haven't. I still have most of my Xboxes. The only console I've given away is the one to my dad, which is my PS5, because his computer was falling behind, and I didn't have the money to buy a new computer, but I did have a spare, or I had a PS5 that I wasn't using, and I was like, "Take this, Papa. Have something to play games on." Dude, I'm so curious. I'm sorry. I'm seeing the spikes in YouTube, and I gotta know. Got enough 5 viewers. That's pretty good. Pretty good for me. That is pretty good for me. But yeah, I assume stick that means you're full PC, right? You're a full PC gamer. You've come to the bright side. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think in the future, I don't think Xbox is gonna be selling consoles, guys. I think they're out of the game. I think they're gonna fully just start going into like. I think they've. That's why they've expanded their portfolio on all these studios. I think they're just gonna try to become a publisher. I wouldn't be shocked, you know. Because like Sony still does their cringe like PS exclusives so they can get you their consoles. Xbox is just giving up on that and they're just like, yeah, we got games. They're coming to PC day one. They got the Xbox Game Pass and everything. I don't have that, but I'm sure some people do. What's the time on the 11 seconds. I'm going. These look pretty fire, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bada bing, bada boom. Scuffed cooking. We got another banger. I chopstick tested them. There was no liquid on the inside. They just had they're gonna be kind of molten because they just came out of the oven. I gotta give them time to settle. But these look so good. They're like browned perfectly on top. I mean, they did form into one super cookie, which is gonna be fun to kind of pick apart. But I decided my league starter. I just for Diablo or Path of Exile, Willie? Alakazam cookies? Yes, exactly. I'm just that guy. I am just the cookie guy. It is hard for me to mess up a cookie. So speaking of last night, I was gonna stream the new Diablo thing. However, I forgot they locked their classes behind paywalls. I don't got the money to spend, guys. I cannot put $40 down for the Paladin class. So, we're not, Diablo's not, I mean, I could test out the new season, but Path of Exile is gonna, I'm pretty sure gonna give me the Druid for free. So like, we're gonna be playing Path of Exile on Druid. I mean, I'm gonna try Druid, of course. I'm a Druid in World of Warcraft. I'm a Druid in Diablo. So of course I'm gonna go Druid in Path of Exile. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if I'll go crazy on a league because typically for those games that like yeah, I'm definitely going. If it's free, yeah, I'm going Druid 100%. I love Druid classes, man. They're my favorite. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy on the league or not, but it's definitely gonna show up on the channel quite a bit. It's gonna be one of my downtime games because the rest of the year is kind of slow. I say slow. There are multiple games. Like I mean, like I said, Diablo, Warframe, and Path of Exile all released their like super big like all their new seasons and their patches. What is Yakuza Kiwami 2? What is this? Did this just come out? Oh, it just came out. Dude, I have Yakuza Kiwami 2. Um, wow. That's just in, look, I mean, that's just, they just added that to my Steam library, dude. Right there. I didn't even buy that. They just added that. That's cracked. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty excited. I have so many games I need to finish, guys. Also, the season starts pretty soon, don't it? I think it starts at that's the free weekend. Yeah, it starts at 12 o'clock. Yeah, Diablo's 4 has always been super kind of special to me because I remember in high school I played Diablo 3 with one of my best friends, and I just have so many good memories of that game. And I don't know, maybe it just feels kind of homey. I'm a very what's the words? I love the, when nostalgia, I guess. When I find a game that I really like, I like the vibe of, it could be straight dog water and I'd still have a good time. Like, there are games like, don't hate me now, but Dragon Age the Veilguard, I literally feel like going back and playing it. Not because I enjoyed the game, like I was like, oh my god, this is the best game I've ever played, but just because, I don't know. Just some games really grab me. I haven't gone back to play it because I've got better games to play, but, I have thought of it. Yeah, see, I've actually, like, never really dove into Path of Exile, like, shoot. Hey guys, watch this. Magic trick. I moved the whole table away. I almost lost that mouse. I don't know if you can see that. This mouse literally almost went flying. Yeah, like, I've put 14 hours in Path of Exile. Like, I've not been that big of a guy. I watch it a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I watch people like I feel like Scissorin's the name that pops to my head. I watch MEJP, so a lot of streamers I watch also play Path of Exile. And I'll be honest, that's really one of the only reasons I jumped into it, because everybody's playing it. And I was like, well, you know what? I should give it a shot. I also tried Last Epoch, too. That game was pretty fun, but I didn't get too far in it. The cookies are firmed up now. Napkin. I was gonna clean this off. I was just gonna like eat this off, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if people would enjoy watching that. I'm just gonna cut a piece of cookie off, guys, and we're gonna give it a nice little try. It's the first time baking oatmeal raisin cookies, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully it is good. Looks pretty good. I won't lie, it could be sweeter. However, these are some pretty good cookies, man. For a first timer, yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, man. I'm super excited. Here's some good cookies. Now I have like 30 cookies for the rest of the month. Okay. Are they better than the ones with chocolate? You know, for me, food's a mood thing, Personally, I like these because they're not so sweet. Texturally, they're really fun. Um, yeah, I really like the texture of these cookies. Really, really, I really do. I like this oatmeal. It's nice. I, one thing though is I don't think the oatmeal is cooked quite as long as it should be. Because the oatmeal's still quite hard. It's not at my perfect, Kish's peak. I could definitely improve, and the way I could improve is on the oatmeal specifically. It adds a lot, but also it's a bit rough. You have 7,400 hours more than me on PO1. That is absurd. That is crazy. My highest playtime game, I think, is For Honor on Steam, and I think it's only at like 500 hours. I'm checking right now. Yeah, For Honor at 430 hours. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, where'd I put my gloves at? Okay, good boys. I'm gonna grab these cookies. I'm gonna take them back into the kitchen. I'm going to finish this batch of buffalo dip. Hopefully the cooked batch of cookies will finish. I can toss the buffalo dip into the oven, and then I'll start cleaning up, getting ready to game. And hopefully I'll time this out right when the PoE League starts. That would be sick. I'll be back. Okay, everybody. What am I grabbing here? I'm grabbing a pair of scissors. You need to leave, man? Well, hey, Stick. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for stopping by and keeping me company. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. I do appreciate you. And it's so nice. I don't know. Lately, just anytime somebody joins the chat and says something, man, I just get so happy. Like, such a mood boost. It's like if I was playing RimWorld, it's like, someone talk to me. Plus 20 happiness. So good. So good. Also, Willie and Nuxviz, are y'all here because I put Path of Exile in my title? Or were you like a, YouTube short person? Well, actually, my YouTube shorts was just Divinity and... It was Divinity and Total Warhammer. Well, I've been at for 14 years, so that's an average of an hour. Yeah. The only game I even have probably close to that is probably in World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft makes it so hard to, like, keep track of how much you've played. Because World of Warcraft's my game. Even when it's rough, even when my class is bad, I'm having such a good time. It's a bit of an... Oh, okay, it's not gonna work. This cream cheese has softened. Oh, actually, no, this is gonna work. I said that, and it's immediately not gonna work. Yeah, no, dude, PoE is terrifying. That game is so complex and deep. Like, dude, like you stare at just the skill tree, not even like the seasonal things that pop up, and you're like, I feel like I need a PhD in something to understand that game sometimes. I'm so happy I had 6 minutes to kill for these other batch of cookies. Definitely gonna take all of it. I'm about to put this whole blob in the center. I think if I put it right here, it should be. Okay. Obviously, I gotta taste just. God, I love me some good sharp cheddar, man. Yes, I know it's a lot of cheese. I told you, I'm splitting this whole bag of cheese between 2 batches. So you bet your sweet bippy, I'm going crazy with it. The buffalo dip is not known as a healthy food. This is basically like a cheat meal for me. Instead of ordering Domino's, I decided to make buffalo dip. About the same price. With chicken these days. Okay. This batch is done. Honestly, I might as well. Let me go look at the timer. I got 2 minutes. I think I'm gonna go grab the other things of chicken. Start just smashing it. Go ahead and start working on the next batch of buffalo dip. And then when that cookie gets done, I'm gonna rip those cookies out, take this pan in there, get it in the oven, and we'll just keep the ball rolling so I can get all this stuff done. Cause I got about 57 minutes. I think I should finish way before then, but I gotta play it safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okie dokie. I'll be right back with me, guys. I decided to give the cookies another 4 minutes. They need longer cooking time, guys. This wouldn't be so challenging if I had a bigger bowl, but I used it for the cookies. I guess I just grabbed all of the 3 largest chicken breasts for that first batch. That's what I have to assume happened. The only thing I'm not using all of it is the ranch. Because I used to be such a ranch head. Like, I used to love ranch, dude. I was a ranch fiend. I put ranch on everything. Nowadays, man, I'm real picky on what ranch goes on and what I eat it with. Also, yeah, I'm gonna be lazy with this one. It all get mixed up regardless. The way I'm cooking, you figure I'd be catering something. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start cleaning up, and hopefully the cookies are done soon. And I can throw both these buffalo dips in the oven. Sorry about that. I was taking the other batch of cookies out, and obviously you notice the pan's empty, right? No, I didn't eat all the cookies, guys. I took them off and put them on a plate so that I can get the rest of this cookie dough used up. We don't waste anything. Sanji would get mad at me if I wasted. Okay. I don't even know what I just did. Time for me to start catering. Okay, lads. I'm gonna start taking stuff out of here. Getting cleaned up. We'll get nice and settled in. We got 50 minutes for the season launches, so. Whew. This is one of the latest. Oh, you can't even see it. I gotta bring it back here. This is one of the batches of the latest cookies. They kind of start falling apart. Um, so it's kind of hard to eat them without them like crumbling. Pretty good for a first time. We finished cooking all that in about an hour. Pretty good. Ooh. You know, what are we cooking? Well, we just finished cooking the oatmeal raisin cookies. I made so many cookies, and then I got the buffalo dip in the oven right now. Yeah, we just finished. I was actually currently reading. I was trying to figure out whether this Tainted Grail DLC was a paid DLC or if it's free, because in the announcement where they announced this DLC, here I can show you what I'm talking about. Um, like in the announcement for this DLC. Hold on. You see, so it's the expansion patch free DLC. I think you have to pay for the expansion, and they had free DLC. I was sitting here and I was like, when I first heard the announcement, I was like, "Oh, this DLC's free. That's crazy." I was like, "That's a crazy looking expand. That's a crazy looking DLC for it to be free." But I believe it is paid. Yeah, because yeah. Uh, I wish I had played more time in Tainted Grail. I did start. I had a playthrough of it, but then I just kind of fizzled out of it. Um, but yeah, we basically finished cooking. I'm just letting stuff bake, and then don't we see free expansions? Not unless you're No Man's Sky. Not unless you're No Man's Sky. Um, we got about 40 minutes before this Patch of Exile season starts, and I think I'm gonna wait in queue for a bit for it. Yeah, No Man's Sky is a different breed. Um, yeah, let me see what time I got on these. I have 8 minutes before I have to go in there. 8 minutes before the cookies, and hopefully the buffalo dip is gonna take a little longer. I think because I'm gonna broil the cheese on top. We break some sourdough bagels and bread this morning, man. I feel like I'm getting one upped. I made oatmeal raisin cookies and a buffalo dip, which are like two of the simplest things I could have made. Oh, but it was good. I had a fun time. I was supposed to be with my wife, but she ended up taking my daughter to the kids museum this morning. Hey, well, at least then they come home. They can come home and try your good bread. You know? I'm sure it's sick. I'm sure it tastes fantastic. I've only tried baking bread once, and it came out pretty rough. um, I've never tried sourdough. It was just normal baking bread. Yeah, we're chilling. Once I get the thumbnail for the cooking video, then I'll actually sit down at the table. Um, but until then, I'm standing, which I don't mind. I think I look very good in this. I think this frame looks very good. Makes me feel like I should be playing like this the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Not much of a rise as we wanted. The starter's pretty young, so it's kind of low on the rise. Yeah, I know very little about sourdough besides the fact you make your like starter. Yeah, the YouTube video is gonna be even better. So no, it's gonna be even better. I'm gonna grab this tray of buffalo dip in one hand and a plate of cookies in the other. I'm gonna go get my chef's hat, and then I'm gonna. Ooh, actually, I can't take pictures while I have my camera on. Oh, you know what? I could probably do something. I could let it cool, or I could risk it and just put on an oven mitt and just palm it. Dude. Oh man. I was going back through old footage last night because I was trying to clip my I was trying to make some shorts for that Game Awards show. And there are videos of me from 2016. Oh my god, guys. We do not watch High School Calvin. That is some rough stuff. You want to tip it towards the camera, but I hope it. Yeah, oh, dude, it's definitely. Honestly, it's probably gonna be one of the things where I have to put the plate of cookie here, and I have to hold the tray of buffalo dip like this. Cause that buffalo dip, there's no way it's gonna be sloshy and like it's going to be crazy. Not unless when I broil the cheese, it just like seals it, which I don't think it will. It'd be cool if it did, but I don't think it will. Also, broiling cheese in a buffalo dip, that's peak. That is a peak flavor enhancer right there. I don't know where I put my glue. I was gonna be like, I'll fix my dragon while I've got the time, but by fix I mean like permanently fixed. Like his wing keeps falling out, unfortunately. He's my little white dragon. It just seems like a makes a difference where those lights are sitting, huh? This one keeps drooping and it's driving me crazy. I think I'm gonna put it on the. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it. Those lights are so dang. There's no way to adjust that brightness, by the way. They're just that bright. They look fantastic in person, but in the cameras, they all just look neon. But the tree looks good. The tree looks real good. I need to get a topper, dude. Keep forgetting about it. Oh yeah, yeah. I've got like all the D&D books, and then I have my. These are kind of like oh, hey man. We I won't speak into existence, but that bookshelf is, it's getting wonky. But yeah, I've got like all I used to buy every single D&D book that came out. However, much like Magic the Gathering, that stuff starts adding up when they start going, people buy these books every single time we release them. We should just slam a year, put like 6 books out, and I'm like, my wallet's crying, and I'm like, I can't afford that. So then I stopped. And I used to buy. Not only did I used to buy every single D&D book that came out, I used to buy every single magical kind of boot Magic the Gathering booster pack, so I could have these boxes. Because I like the art. I think they're really sick. Like, yeah, like I used to buy them just because I like the art on the boxes. But then they're like, yeah, we're gonna charge you like $50 for this, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. Yeah, dude, the 30 party books for I have 2 of them. This Creatures Codex and Tome of Beast, they're sick. But yeah, I play Pathfinder mostly now. We play Pathfinder 2nd edition. You like draw still, but I also really like the games based on Fate Core. So the kids. Yeah, yeah, I can understand. I mean, dude, I have a hard enough time with college people, man. Like, dude, you're like, let's play, and they're like, I'm only gonna play for an hour, and I go, but yeah, that, and then when I'm trying to run it, dude, I like ground myself down post college, where I used to try to run a session every single day. Like I had my own homebrew world and everything, or like not every day, every week. I had my own homebrew world, and I used to write paragraphs. I mean, like I could show y'all my drive. Um, hmm, interesting. Hold on, I do have to move the table. Dragon. He fits perfectly. Actually, I can just do this. Well, first, you probably want to click on the search bar. There we go. Yeah, because, like, am I going to leak anything? Hopefully I don't. But, like, I just have worlds upon worlds upon worlds, dude. Oh, hold on. I gotta go. My oven's going off. I decided to let him go for another 3 minutes. Okay. Oh, but like, I used to write books. This is apparently just one book. I wrote more. I don't know where. Oh, this is Zamu Damu. That makes sense. Um. mm, yeah. I know I wrote books for this. But yeah, I wrote so much. Like it was crazy. I mean, I could show y'all my. I'll just show y'all one of my sessions that I had. Probably don't need session notes. Like, I used to grab stab blocks and everything. This is back when we played on tabletop sim. I couldn't really have stuff like in like the tabletop we used. But, like, I used to write so much. Fun fact: they never got to this camp. They they I had an angel powering, like an angel that was chained up powering a portal that kept demons from crossing this threshold, and the angel like asked them to kill him, and they didn't ask any questions. They just murdered an angel. It was very funny. Um, yeah, yeah, it's funny. It was very good. Yeah, and then I got to this. I miss playing in person when I went in the military. I was on a nerd base, and all the technical courses were taught there. We played D&D for like 18 hours a day. Dude, that sounds so sick. Yeah, I learned that I don't like playing D&D for like 8 hours straight. But if I played it like multiple times a week, I don't think I'd be that mad. I'd be pretty happy. Yeah, I've always been like a one session a week kind of person. That's right. This was the Zamu Damu stuff. Yeah, man. Actually, I could just show y'all. Let me not leak my password. My oven's going off again. I'll be back. Okay, when these 3 minutes are up, I gotta take off. Yeah, I couldn't do it now, but we had 3 DMs. We were gonna play a campaign for a few hours and swap. Ah, that's. There's no way I'm typing my password in like this. This is the tabletop I use. I don't have my Zamu Damu campaign, unfortunately. Um, I want to migrate all my stuff. Yeah, Foundry's sick. Foundry is sick. It's honestly where we've settled because it's just so good. It's great for Pathfinder. Fantastic for Pathfinder. It's a little rough on 5e, but when it comes to playing games, man, Pathfinder rocks. Pathfinder does kill it. I wonder if y'all can hear this. You can. That's hilarious. Yeah. This is my old group. We had to do some culling because we couldn't play. Oh. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh man, good times. Oh shoot, man. Yeah, now I'm running a Kingmaker game. It's so nice just having a book that I could just read off of for content. I don't want to show it because I might have players watching, but Kingmaker is great. If you're ever wanting to play Pathfinder and you have people that want to build a kingdom and run it, pretty fun. It's a pretty good time. I wish I had my Zamu Dama one. That one I would love to share, but unfortunately I don't. I don't have it. Okay, lords and ladies. I am broiling some cheese, and it's getting to the point where I need to watch it, so I might be gone for like a minute or two, just as I fine tune the broiling. So if you leave, thank you for stopping by. If you're still here when I get back, I'll see you when I get back. Okay, it smells great. Looks great. I'll be right back. We're going. I'm gonna pose for a thumbnail, not actually take a thumbnail because I can't take thumbnails while I have this camera rolling. But I will be right back, and I'm gonna get my thumbnail, and then we got about 24 minutes to kill before the season launches, and I get stuck in a queue for about an hour. So look forward to it. I could have gone browner, but I was like, that's good enough. I got another tray. I'm gonna brown that one a crap. It's gonna be so good. Bada bing, bada boom. Gotta look professional. Honestly, this being aluminum, it's not that hot. You gotta skedaddle. I gotta hit this post for like 30 seconds for me to be able to find it, guys. So, do apologize. We're just gonna have to sit here staring at each other for like this, for like a good bit. Okay, that should be good enough. I mean, here, hold on. Okay, I don't know what that marker thing does, but hopefully it's good. I'm gonna get some chips. We're gonna try this, and that'll be a cooking video. I'm very hungry. I have not eaten breakfast. I ate breakfast at all, so. I wish I had a fork. I dig a piece. There we go. Caught me. I caught myself. I saw the steam in the camera, guys. Yeah. This is a good dip. This is a good dip. Okay.